In a world of glitz and glam, flashing lights and screaming fans, most people are unaware of the war that rages behind the scenes. And that war includes your favorite artist and your favorite songs. This is The Dark Side of Songwriting. Hosted by Nayim Edwards.
Welcome to The Dark Side of Songwriting. My name is Nayim Edwards. I am your host. And today, listen, if you are not a part of the militia that is this channel, you might have come here looking for something you're not going to find. And I'm letting you know you're not going to find it. So you go ahead and exit or thumbs down or leave your hate comment. That is perfectly fine with me. I may or may not see it. But we have to talk about making examples out of people and learning from people's mistakes. Learning from your own mistakes, but learning from your peers' mistakes. Let's talk about Trey. Trey has so many sexual assault allegations at this point. It's no confusion about where this is going. It's no confusion about what the outcome of this is going to be. It's either true or it's not true. We've had high-profile people like Keke Palmer come out and say he was forceful and aggressive and tried to make her do stuff she didn't want to do. Nobody believed Keke Palmer. Nobody, gave a fuck about what she had to say. All type of other bitches done came out with the same type of aggressive story or something similar to the aggressive story, right? Number one problem is the behavior of a superstar. The behavior of anybody in any position that can be perceived as authority over somebody else, whether you're the most important person in the room, whether you have the connections to get somebody somewhere or do something for somebody, right? You never want to abuse your power or mistakenly abuse, because once you hit a certain threshold in life, there's really no room for error and mistakes. I'm just going to be honest about it. Niggas like this should never be in no type of sexual assault situations, no type of sexual aggression, no type of capital R situation. It shouldn't be none of those type of situations, because after a certain amount of money, I'm going to be real, you need to go ahead and pay a prostitute or have your faithful ones in rotation. You can't just walk around here doing whatever you want to anybody, calling yourself Mr. Steal Your Girl. Just all these little anecdotic things that in regular life we don't think about every day. But when 10, 12, 15, $25 million lawsuit on the table, right? It's hard to ignore the chatter. It's hard to ignore the whispers. It's hard to ignore the murmurs of girls who are faceless, who may or may not be telling the truth. I'm just being honest about it. We don't know, because we already know when people who have money, and we're not talking about regular people down here, and I say down here, anybody that's not rich and famous. We're not talking about us regular people. We're talking about motherfuckers who, let's just be real, who have to pay to make things go away, because it's cheaper to pay to make something go away than it is to go through with it and have your reputation ruined. I always tell people sexual allegations, when you are dealing with rappers, singers, any type of person in any type of authoritative situation, and again, authoritative just meaning somebody who can dominate, the room or the situation. Any type of sexual allegation completely, it ruins your career. And it ruins your career in a way where there are going to be people who just don't agree and they don't believe you no matter what. If somebody says something, they believe it. If 20 people have said something about you, is everybody lying? That would be the question that is asked. It taints your name. It taints your reputation. So you still might be able to have a career. You just won't be able to go to places where you would be able to go if you didn't have that essay on you, But you never abuse your power. You never abuse your situation. You never do that. You might think it's cute to be aggressive. Yeah, that's cute for broke niggas to be aggressive. And there are people who can do that where niggas know there's no benefit in me suing. Because now that you found yourself, Trey, in a lawsuit situation, it's no longer just oh, she told me that she ain't want me. And I'm like, bitch, stop playing. You know you want this dick. Or some vulgar shit. He's one of them. But it's no longer cute. If a broke nigga somewhere said that to her, that's her jam. When Trey Songz say it to you, it's like, it ain't so funny. It ain't so cute because this nigga's really somebody in a position and I can come up. Now that's one side of the factor. Another side of this is if somebody is lying. Now there was a situation, people say, we get mixed signals sent about when somebody comes out and says that they are a liar. For the sake of what we're talking about right now, let's just say that girl was actually lying and she wasn't paid off. And because a lot of people I know say she was paid off. I don't know. I don't care. But for the sake of this, let's say she was actually lying. She actually came out and it's 100% true that she lied. You knew what you were supposed to do that you didn't do? You didn't sue that bitch and make an example out of her. See, the thing that happens when you sue somebody for lying on your name, slander and libel and all type of shit, when you sue them, that is the warning and the warning shot for other people to know, if you lie on me, bitch, I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to take everything that you don't have, and your children will only know poverty for generations to come. But you didn't want to do that. You have to do this. You are a singer. So there's no word about looking like a real nigga. You're a singer. Nobody gives a fuck if you're a real nigga. It doesn't matter. The problem is, if somebody does something to you, you're supposed to make a legal example out of them. Because once you push the first domino, the ones that's crazy enough to still try to lie on you, motherfuckers will really think twice about doing something to you, because do I really want to be humiliated, known as a liar, sued, end up like Tierra Marie, and motherfuckers are still harassing you about $50,000 or some shit like that? He didn't want to do that. He thought he was above suing. He thought it was just like, it'll cool down, it's gonna go away. This is not going away. This is surviving Trey Songz. Because all it does when you leave this will be the last thing I say. If you leave lies unchecked, they become the truth. I don't know if that's a quote, but if somebody is lying, if somebody is telling something that is not true in regards to your name, you need to correct them. And you need to correct them immediately. If a bitch come out, remember when that bitch said that she went to Chris Brown's house and he tried to do something to her, and he immediately came out and said that bitch lying, and it came out that she was sneaking into the property and all type of shit. That's how you have to do it. You don't need a legal team to say that hoe a liar if a hoe is a liar, because the truth will come to light. If you leave these things unchecked and you leave people to make accusations about you, and you leave people to say whatever they want to say about you, now you get a situation where $25 million and they going after the label. So whoever this is not playing. And then you decide that you too cool for school, or we're not saying nothing, or ain't nobody putting no statements out, then we're only left to believe that it's true. Especially because, let's be real, you come out of the R. Kelly camp. That is clearly one of your idols. Clearly somebody you look up to. Clearly somebody you idolized or whatever. And people are going to connect that because they're going to say that's where you got the behavior from. People are going to connect your influences and all this other stuff that don't really have nothing to do with nothing. And they're going to think you're a super predator, aggressive, freaky person who can't control themselves sexually. And you need to be locked away forever. Do I believe these people? I don't fucking know. I really don't know. But why did she think that it was okay for $25 million and then to go a step further? Because you never really hear people suing labels. So you are the cause of this. You are the reason people are coming out and saying that anything you said and whatever, they're going to hold it against you. because you decided to leave things, if they were live, unchecked. There's nobody to be mad at. There's nobody to blame but yourself. Let's just be for real. It's nobody to blame but Trey Songz. You allowed it to go on, so it ain't really much we can do for this man at this point. He allowed, if they were lies, I'm not saying they're lies, but I'm sure there are some lies in there. But he allowed it to go on too long, and this is just where we at with him, so this is it. So this is the dark side of songwriting. My name is Nayim. I will holler at you.